Welcome to the Just Being Frank Show, the realest sports talk show on YouTube, giving fans a real-life perspective on sports and entertainment.
You knew better, you do better, who do it better?
What Angel Reese say? She wanted to come to the sky so she can get it out the mud, so she can start from the bottom, start from the gutter. And boy, she wasn't lying about this Chicago Sky organization. This got to be the mud, the gutter. Because look, even on their press conference interview that they then posted on YouTube, I mean, you got 8 minutes. Look at this. A press conference will begin momentarily. 8 whole minutes of saying this. So whoever's doing the editing, y'all that lazy to where y'all couldn't edit this out first and just start at the 8-minute and 36 mark. Let's see where y'all start at for real. Right here. 8:25. Y'all couldn't just come in and start right here. This is embarrassing. All right, let's get into it, man. Let's get into Tyler Marsh capping for Angel, caping for Angel, and let's see what Angel had to say.
Sorry, question for players. Angel, can you take us through the flagrant foul from your perspective? Just what you saw in that play, how you interpreted what happened.
Basketball play, refs got it right. Move on.
What? Wait, what? Basketball play, refs got it right. Move on. Basketball play, refs got it right. Move on. So it was a basketball play. Can we elaborate? Because, I mean, you went crazy. I mean, you lost your mind. You didn't act like it was a basketball play. Did you hear Caitlin Clark when you went to the locker room? Did they show that Caitlin Clark said any basketball player knows that's a regular take foul? And so did they inform you? Did y'all look at it again and you seen that, yeah, she didn't push you or nothing? You just plopped down like a big old you just plopped down like, you hit the ground hard. But yeah, basketball play, move on.
Before the game, Tyler had said the 3 defensive priorities were to control the boards, control the paint, and transition. How did you feel like you guys did in those 3 areas?
Yeah, I don't think we did them at the best that we could. Obviously, first game, we got to look back at the film and do things better. I think we definitely had good spurts where we could see that we could definitely get back and definitely rebound and definitely play in transition. So I think we just go back to the drawing board and look at those things.
And before they move on, I just had to say something real quick because the last interview that we reacted to with Angel, she was saying rebounds wins championships. She grabbed 17 rebounds in this game, and they lost by 35.
Put this game in perspective with what you guys want to accomplish big picture.
Yeah, I mean, it's May. We don't want to look the same now in July. So take one game at a time. Like Coach said, we have 43 games left. So just taking our time day by day and learning from mistakes.
The funny thing to me is y'all didn't look the same as y'all did in preseason. In preseason, y'all looked pretty good. Looked like the offense was kind of flowing. Carmelo Cardoso was getting a lot more touches. There was a lot of pick and roll sets that was happening with Cardoso and Vandersloot. I just didn't see in this game. I didn't see a lot of the things that y'all was doing that y'all was successful doing versus the Lynx. That y'all battled the Lynx in 2 games. One game y'all beat them. One game y'all got your ass whooped. But not really. It was a fight all the way into really the end, right? It was kind of a fight into the end in that game, and y'all played them pretty well. This game, it seemed like Tyler Marsh doubled down on Angel Reese as a point forward in that nonsense because I seen Vandersloot get the ball and give it to Angel Reese to bring up the ball and orchestrate the offense. Now, in preseason, that wasn't really the case. It was very here and there, and maybe they was just saving it for regular season. Just retarded. But, yeah, she was mainly in preseason. You would give it to her on the wing. She was already on the wing, get the ball, dump it down to Carmelo Cardoso or somebody cutting back door, and she had hit somebody on a nice bounce pass in preseason, cutting back door from the wing, but she wasn't really bringing the ball down, operating the offense like she did in this game. So,
Yeah, trying to control tempo, trying to give some versatility and give some options to pull out the paint, to give Mill some options, and also for our shooters on the outside.
Eric, can I ask you kind of the same question on defense? Like, what areas do you feel like you guys did well and which ones do you want to build on?
I want to build on our communication. I think what we did well is trying to find a way to scramble for each other. And we didn't give up on the plays. But like she said, I mean, we'll get better. We'll get better.
Any more for players?
Yeah, well, just want to get your thoughts on just the shot quality. I feel like you guys got really good open looks in the first half. Just want to get your assessments.
Yeah, I mean, I think we got some great shots. May not have made them all, but I think obviously, like we say, it's game one. Being able to look back and 20 games down, finishing those and hitting those shots. So it's good to see that we can execute at half court and just being able to get those shots and get those open looks.
How much emphasis do you want to put on that as competitors? We've seen it happen.
She's already answered this question. We'll move on to the next place.
In the last one,
what? And see why they keep saying she's already answered that question. Move on. What do you mean? That was a big part. She lost her cool, and she should have to answer to that. That's not smooth that she lost her cool. So over just a regular hard take foul. And I'm gonna also talk about how it's not smooth that y'all tried to upgrade. Not tried. Y'all upgraded that to a flagrant one when you went back and look at the tape. Then you had the nerve to try to not try. I don't know why I keep saying try, because you actually did this. You gave a flagrant or a technical to AB when all she did was hold Angel Reese back from acting the fool. That's it. She didn't jaw with her. She didn't act like she wanted to go back and forth with her. None of that. She just held her back. And y'all gave her a technical foul. Why? Because you knew you had to give Angel Reese a technical foul from the way she acted. So you had to like lump AB in with that too and give them both a technical so that it offset itself. That was that again. Y'all keep trying to protect this girl, and it's obvious to see for me and for so many others.
how much you work on that with right hand?
I'm right-handed, so.
Wait, what? What?
See some of what you were talking.
Yeah, I mean, I think we got some great shots. May not have made them all, but I think obviously, like we say, it's game one. Being able to look back and 20 games down, finishing those and hitting those shots. So it's good to see that we can execute at half court and just being able to get those shots and get those open looks.
You got open looks. Y'all didn't score 20 in none of the quarters. You didn't even put up 20 in no quarter. And you talking about y'all executed and had open looks. You scored what was the score? 58? 58 points? You feel like y'all executed? Well, if that's executing, then good luck.
How much emphasis do you want to put on that as competitors? We've seen it happen.
She's already answered this question. We'll move on to the next place.
No, he said, you said it was a basketball play. How much something you can barely hear these reporters in which Chicago Sky's crazy, but how much something. Let's see if we can try to listen for what exactly he said.
How much emphasis do you want to put on that as competitors? We've seen it happen.
She's already answered this question.
How much emphasis do you want to put on that to what has recently happened or something like that? I guess maybe he's saying like on with the rival and all the noise that goes on between Caitlin Clark and herself. Maybe that's what he's saying. Like, did that have more to do with the way you reacted to just a regular foul? Since you saying it was a basketball play out your own mouth, it was a basketball play. So how much did that have to do with basically the way you acted afterwards, after the basketball play that you said it was? Well, you acting like that, how much does that go in to everybody saying y'all have a feud or you have a hate for her? Because she's never displayed a hate for you. but definitely you have displayed hate for Caitlin Clark.
In the last one, offhand finishing, how much you put to work on that with right hand? Work a lot.
I'm right-handed, so
She's right-handed. I could have sworn a whole lot of commentators said she's left-handed. A lot of sports analysts, I believe, I'm not even, I know I'm not tripping. Let me know in the comments. Have y'all heard that Angel Reese is left-handed a whole lot, or am I tripping? Because I've heard that from them. I didn't never know, but I've heard that from them numerous times. I believe in damn near a whole lot of her games, they talk about how she left-handed. So either they are very misinformed, they're that misinformed, because this girl just said she right-handed, or she just don't know what hand she is for real. she either she don't know what hand she is, or the commentators, journalists, reporters, yada yada. Because again, this is a reporter asking her about that. So, in my opinion, he's under the assumption she's left-handed as well. I think everybody was. So this is a shocker to us. Angel Reese is right-handed. That should be breaking news. Because I swear, they've been saying this girl is left-handed for the longest. I think since LSU. I promise you. So they've been misinformed for years about you, boo. That's insane.
We did see some of what you were talking about the newer way you're going to play, right? I mean, it's stuff you don't. We saw you on the perimeter. We saw you with the 3. What was your comfort level with that style in a game?
yeah, I felt fine. Obviously, some more shots, more opportunities I could have made tonight. So just going back to the drawing board and looking at film and watching things I can get better at.
More shots, more opportunities that you could have made tonight. Yeah, 5 for 14. You shot way more times than anybody else on your team. But yeah, you're supposed to be the point guard or the point forward. You're supposed to be setting the table for Camila Cardosa and the other new players like Ariel Atkins, Kia Nurse. But no. Wait, what? You're done? 3 minutes and they're done. Okay. We couldn't wait. Look how fast she got up out of there.
Yeah, I felt fine. Obviously, some more shots, more opportunities I could have made tonight. So just going back to the drawing board and looking at film and watching things I can get better at.
Making layups, baby. Making layups. Watch how fast she
So you guys gave up 93 points, but I think at before the last 2 minutes, you guys had held them to like 44% shooting. So how did you feel like it was you guys executed defensively? Like, I don't know. How did you feel?
Yeah, I thought that the consistency for the entirety of possessions is where we kind of fell short. It was we had a few possessions here and there. We just couldn't string them quite together, or we played well in the possession, then we gave up an offensive rebound or things like that. So just being able to finish and create more consistency. Basketball play.
Wait, did somebody even ask him? That's what I'm saying. You can barely hear some of these people. Did somebody ask him a question? He just said, basketball play. What?
Basketball play. It together, or we played well in the possession, then we gave up an offensive rebound or things like that. So just being able to finish and create more consistency. Basketball play.
What took you so long? Well, okay, so he asked the question. You heard him. We didn't hear him, but you heard him. And then you go, basketball play. What took you so long, sir? That happened in the first half, at the end of the first half. What took you so long, sir? You had a long time to They replayed it over and over. You've seen it over and over. I'm sure you've seen it when you got back to the locker room. Oh,
The offensive process. I think we got stagnant. I think it's one of those things you look at the scoreboard and you're down by 20, 30 points, and you try to get it all back in a possession or two. And I think that's where teams like Indiana can hurt you because they can
what
get hot
about
quick.
when you wasn't down 20, 30 points, sir? What about when it was a close going back and forth in the first quarter, kind of? What about that?
And so, yeah, I think that we got stagnant. The ball didn't move as much as we wanted it to, and we just got to get back to that. But we'll be all right.
Go in with this vision of how you want teams to play. I mean, I'm guessing you saw traces of it today.
Yeah.
What did you see as far as your vision coming to life on the court?
The vision is still there. The vision is still there. The will is still there. We got each other's back. We got Angel's back. It's
Wait. Huh?
It's a team thing.
Okay, it's a team thing, sir. You just said you have each other's back, and then you name one player who you have's back. We have Angel's back. You have Angel's back about what? What are you talking about? What do you mean you have her back? What do you mean? Have her back what? Why? Why you have her back? What's wrong? Something wrong? To where you have to have her back? Is somebody attacking her? What happened? What do you mean? You got to stick up for her? So you got her back even when she's wrong? You don't want to teach her? That, hey, you don't need to act like this, so on and so forth. Brings a bad light to you, our organization, the W. You mean you have her back even when she's overreacting to a simple basketball play, a hard foul, and she's a post? A hard foul by a guard to a post. You got her back. I don't get it. Do you have Carmela Cardoso's back? Do you have Kia Nurse's back? So you already creating this. We got Angel's back. Angel Reese, we got her back. It's a team, but then turn around and say, but it's a team. No, what do you mean? Do you got everybody's back, sir? Or no? You just got Angel's back.
For us, and so we take this one on the chin. Indiana had a great day today. They made some shots that we didn't, and it's a team that's hard to come back from when you put yourself in a hole with turnovers and we missed some easy ones early on, and they capitalized on those tonight.
Well, when you have your power forward who really can't dribble that well, she really can't run that well, jump that well, very uncoordinated. Most people call her baby giraffe. When you got her running your point, yes, silly. What do you expect? Me and Kana, CEO, shout out to Kana. We called this out before the game. We were saying we hope y'all have her really running a point because you're gonna scratch that. I've said this, like, come on, anybody knows this who knows basketball. She's so uncoordinated. Can she make smooth, good passes from the high post? Yes. But can she get the rebound and dribble up, run the break, and make right decisions? No. You having her run the offense at the top of the key, like as if people still won't bag up off of her and first force her to shoot that three. Like we can still clog the paint, sir. She's not a threat from outside. So you having her out there, like as if that's gonna free up space for Camila Cardoso. Because if I'm the coach and we playing against you, I'm gonna let her shoot that all day long. Double Camila Cardoso and force her to actually shoot that. Leave her wide open like Caitlin Clark did, Raven Johnson. Wave her off and say, go ahead. You got it.
So we'll be okay. This game will not define our season. I can promise you that.
Mm-hmm. Did you feel like that was? I feel like we didn't see that as much today.
Yeah, I think their ball pressure took us out of what we wanted to do a little bit, and that's the way that we want to play on defense. And so their pressure disrupted us a little, but Yeah, for us, we're just getting back to the drawing board and going back to work. Yeah, we always want her to be aggressive, finding her shot. I think that we as a staff, me myself, can do a better job of creating some easier opportunities for her. So yeah, the team recognizes that they'll be better, and I can recognize that I'll be a lot better.
Man, I wish is y'all talking about Camila Cardosa right now? Was he talking about getting Camila Cardosa more shots? I hope so. Can't even hear this. This is ridiculous.
Yeah, I think that that again, their pressure made it tough, not just in pick and roll, but it made it tough for us to get her some easy post entries as well. And so, we'll take a look at the film and see where we can improve. But they had a really good night tonight. I mean, it's a new coaching staff. They added a lot of new great pieces. I think that coming into this, we had the same 3 preseason games that they had to see against us, and so, but they're formidable. They got an interior presence with Natasha Howard and Leah Bossa, and then they got obviously the shooting and downhill threats in Caitlin and Kelsey. And then Bonner has a ton of experience in outside shooting as well. So they're loaded top to bottom. They got a great bench as well. And so, yeah, we got our work cut out for us, but we're up for the challenge. We're not backing down from anything. This is one game in the midst of 44 regular season games. So the message to the team was just staying together. Nobody said that this was going to be easy. We don't want it that way. We're tough. We're tough in that locker room, and we're going to stay together.
Come from the gutter.
9 players play 20 minutes or more. That's a lot. How do you feel managing the rotation?
Yeah, I mean, I think one of the strengths is our depth, and so as we continue on the season, that's what it'll look like. I'd imagine, and so
Haley Van Lith barely getting in the game, getting in garbage minutes when she should, and you got a 30-some-odd-year-old, 35-year-old Vandersloot, and yeah, you got a good point guard in Haley Van Lith, and she don't even see no minutes until garbage time when y'all getting blown out by 30. Yeah, you got some depth. You don't know how to use your depth, obviously.
Yeah, we're just trying to get continued looks at what's working, and in a game like this, you kind of have the luxury of seeing what works and what doesn't. And so, but again, I don't see too many nights that we're gonna shoot this poorly. And so hopefully our ball movement picks up and we'll be okay. Angel on the elbow. Yeah, I think that her and Camilla getting them comfortable with being on different areas of the floor. I think that's a huge priority for us and has been. And so we talked about that a lot in camp. We've worked on it, putting Angel all over. I think you saw her handle on the perimeter some and bringing up in transition. And again, these are all adjustments and all things that are new for our team. And so just getting used to this new style of play. It's going to take some time, but
hold on, wait. Angel says she don't need no growth and development. She don't need no adjusting. In other words, to running the guard. She was number 1 wing coming out of high school. Let her tell it, you know what I mean? And she don't need no growth and development. She got this covered.
We'll be okay. Everything. I thought we did a decent job with her in transition. I think that pick and roll, she hurt us a little bit. And it's one of those things where when she can get it going scoring wise and facilitating, she's tough to stop. And so it's never a one person effort when it comes to a player like her. It's a group effort, it's a team effort, and you don't just guard her with one person, you guard her with all 5. So
y'all got to do something about this. The reporter asking questions.
I thought at moments throughout the game it was physical, and then it was physical on both sides. Then it was physical on one side and physical on the other side. So it was up and down. I think that it was a physical game. So we'll keep it there. Well, I don't think that we ever stopped fighting. I think that we got a little bit out of sorts at times, just from a consistency standpoint and, being intentional on where we wanted our shots to come from and things like that. But I don't think we ever gave up in the game. And so that was positive to see. And, again, the messaging is always continuing to stay together. And so it's tough in a game like this when you're down by so much to stay with it and stay focused. But I think our group did a good job of that. Yeah, I think that it's a little misrepresentation to calm her down. I think emotions were high on both sides. And so, I think Angel reacted in a way that any of us would react in a moment like that. And so
it's a misrepresentation to say calm her down. Are you kidding me? Did you just say that? So the reporter must have said something about y'all calming her down, Angel Reese. And you had the nerve to say that's a misrepresentation? Was you not there, sir? Did you not see even after she went to the sideline and pulled her jersey all up and try to act like as if she wanted to still go over to Caitlin Clark? And people had to pull her, grab her. And you're talking about both sides was heated? No, nobody had to pull Caitlin Clark. Caitlin Clark walked away from the BS. She walked away. Everybody had to pull your player back, Angel Reese, and even y'all, the coaches, once she got to the sideline, had to continue to hold her back, so to speak, because she acting as if she was going to continue to go at Caitlin Clark. And so you misrepresentation, again, those is lies. Both sides was heated, and she acted the way that most people would act. No, most basketball players would understand what just happened. She gave a hard foul, or he gave me a hard foul, so I won't get the and one. Smart play by him. Should have went up quicker and dunked it maybe, or whatever the case, quicker and laid it up. So I could have got the and one before he wrapped me up. It's expected by basketball players. So no, most people would not have acted out in that way. Y'all just sat here and said it was both of you, Angel and you said it was a basketball play. So why would most people react in that way after a basketball play?
For her, I think it's just, and for us, it's the understanding.
Stu just said a misrepresentation.
Yeah, I think that it's a little misrepresentation to calm her down. I think emotions were high on both sides. And so,
that's one side.
I think Angel reacted in a way that any of us would react.
See, and this is no accountability. See, this is why, and this tells me he's going to feed into this whole Angel Reese narrative too. That's why he got the job. Okay, so they're going all the way back in. And again, they didn't learn from last year. They're not trying to, obviously. By you force feeding Angel Reese and capping for Angel Reese and caking and caping for Angel Reese. And the whole team, and you annihilating the rest of the players on the team. Okay, Kia Nurse only got 4 points last night, only shot about 7 to 8 shots. I can actually bring that up. We're going to see. But again, y'all trying to put the team on Angel Reese's back and she struggles with making layups. So when you got players who look at Angel Reese missing wide open layups, her teammates keep seeing her miss wide open layup after wide open layup, grabbing her own miss, going back up in traffic over 3-4 defenders, getting it blocked, throwing it up, a prayer, get the rebound because she didn't make the prayer. Prayer just didn't get answered. And she still keep trying to go up until she either gets fouled or the opposite team get the rebound. She never looks to kick it out when she sees she has 3-4 defenders around her. That means somebody is open. But it seems to me no coaches, well, you guys, Marsh and Weatherspoon, has not went over with her and said, look, when you miss the first one, if you get the rebound and now you got 2 defenders on you, pass the ball out, especially when you got 3, 4 defenders around you, look to pass the ball out. Look for Cutter cutting to the lane. Do something besides just throwing it back up and trying to force a foul, whatever the case may be. That's ridiculous that nobody said this. So y'all showing a team that y'all just allowing her to keep looking like this, playing like this, and it's putting the team at risk to where y'all getting 30 points smacked. Turmoil in the locker room coming real soon to the new locker room of Chicago Sky. Ariel Atkins finna get real sick of this. Vandersloot finna get real sick of this. Camila Cardoso been sick of this. That's why she playing the way she playing. She wants out of Chicago Sky.
You know, for her, I think it's just, and for us, it's the understanding that we are all in this together. We got her back in that locker room and on this coaching staff, and
There
it'll
you go
continue to
again.
be that way.
We got her back in that locker room. When you gonna have Camila Cardoso's back? I know a lot of people have been going in on Camila Cardoso and all of this. Look at what she's having to deal with. She was the number 3 pick of the draft, first one drafted to this Chicago Sky team, and they just act like she ain't nothing. They act like she ain't nothing. She won a championship too. So again, she can play. Did Weatherspoon put her in a position to succeed for real and really tap into her full potential? Nope. And now we see already preseason it looked like Charlotte Marsh was giving her the rock, feeding her the rock. But this last game, y'all barely gave her the ball. She barely got the ball in the paint. She barely ran any pick and rolls. So, yeah, she might be playing nonchalant because she like, here we go again with the Angel show. She can see that, again, what's happening. She's already been through this. This is the Angel show. Now you hear the coach up here talking about, we got Angels back and all of this. You got Angels back about what? When she do nonsense? When she overreacting to a basketball play? You got her back? What are you talking about? So we're about to have a nice, long, good season of content from Chicago Sky. This clown ball right here, this goofball who gonna force feed Angel and try to act as if Angel is the star of the team and everything goes around her. Good luck with that. And boy, make sure y'all stay tapped in because we're gonna cover all of that. I got bloopy reels coming up next. Make sure y'all check out the shorts because Angel got about good 4 or 5 bloopers in that last game that we got to pull up. It's the Pope, man. Let me know what y'all think in the chat. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. Peace and love. I'm out.